All right, so there's an inconsistency, or maybe I'm not getting something exactly clear here, but Globetrekker, this is the map. I came across a little issue here, so hopefully you'll be able to see it, but RZ142 over in Kent, if I click on it, it becomes Z148. And over here, Z148, 1900 BCE. If I unclick, it returns to the Z142. If I click it, it changes to Z148. Now I know that, well, between Z142 and when I click it Z148, there's stuff going on between, there's other haplogroups within that path, and going, let me unclick, and then going to the further one up, Z149, I click on it, it's still Z149. And Z149 is the child of, or it's the parent of RZ52 over here, now coming over across the channel into what is France today. If I click on it, it continues on there, and that's okay. So there's no haplogroups that they've been able to find or detect or whatnot between this one, RZ52, and its previous one, its parent, RZ149. But over here, the parent of RZ149, RZ142, if I click on it again, it changes to Z148, meaning there's other stuff going on there, and I do have that. And I know there's other places where you click and there's more to be had. Let me see over here. Well, no, not there. Not the B, but let's go back to, oh, I don't know. Let's see if this one changed. No. Let's go back further. No. No, I think there's one that R1B changes to RM343. This one stays the same. Well, in any event, here's R1, RM173. That's going back way. But whatever, I don't want to confuse the situation here. Just going back to this area here between France and today's UK, we have, again, the RZ142. Now, if I go to this here, I did this and I wrote, why do all the haplogroups descend from RZ49 instead of each other? And so what's happening here is that here we have one of the hidden haplogroups from what I had shown you previously, RL562. And if you track it back, it goes to its parent, RZ49. But the thing is that another one of the in-betweens that are clustered in there that aren't shown on the map, there's RZ148, which also goes back to its the same parent as the other one, RZ49. And likewise over here for RZ142. RZ142 tracks back to RZ49. And the same over here, RZ149 goes back to RZ49. So basically what I'm getting at is that all the ones that are hidden, at least the feature on the map, let me go back to the map here. All the ones that are hidden here in this little cluster here in Kent, England, they're all tracking back according to the map. With what I showed you, they're all tracking back to this RZ49, as if RZ49 is the parent individually of each one, coming back up, of each one of the ones here and the hidden ones in between, independently, where in reality they should go in a path from parent to child to parent to child, and so on down the line in a path. But the feature that I'm showing you, this here, is showing them directly connected from Z49 straight to that area in Kent, England, with all those otherwise hidden haplogroups that are nested in there. They're not. They're all directly linked to this parent independently instead of linked to each other in the way that they should be. In the way that they should be, Ancestral Path. Let me go over here. In the way that they should be as follows. Well, here it is. It's these over here. I guess it's all these over here. Let me do this. All these should be this one's the parent of this one, and so forth and so on and so forth. So on the map over here, these should actually show the next child, as opposed to all of them coming from the same parent. So it's an inconsistency, and maybe there's a reasonable explanation, but it doesn't make it's not easily processed, for the end user. You're looking at it and you're thinking to yourself, what's going on? Something's the matter here. Or at least it just doesn't seem user friendly in terms of what it is. But it looks like each one of these haplogroups that are in succession close to each other in that Kent area that are hidden. Let me go back to it. Go back to it. Let me reroute this here. All these hidden ones up in here, and hopefully you'll be able to see it clear. The RZ142, if I click on it, it changes to RZ148. Unclick, it returns to the Z142. Click on it, it takes a little while. There it goes, Z148. So all the ones hidden up in there, which I had shown you on the Ancestral Path, on the Ancestral Path, it's showing that one is the child of the other in succession, and it goes back through and whatnot. But here on this map, right, number one, they're hidden. Number two, you click on that and the haplogroup changes, but they're all connected to this previous one, this previous father. However, over here, when you go into the specific, like you want to see more, each one of these individuals in Kent are all connected to the one father independently from each other, when they should be connected to each other over in Kent until they lead out of Kent and whatnot. But what we're seeing is that they're all designated the father, the children, I'm sorry. They're all designated the children of, where is he? Let's go to him again. Of this RZ49. They're all designated the children of in that one view, which I showed you. So all the information is there of what comes after what here, but on this map, over on the ancestral timeline, it's all shown one after the other as it should be. But over here, there's hidden haplogroups. And what's more, when you go into the hidden haplogroup, now I may do this and explore, but now they're showing this RZ148 as the child, again, of RZ149. Okay, and you'll say, okay, so he's the child of him, because now this is going into that, explore more. But if I were to reset this and simplify the lines, and instead of that one, I'd go up to this one. Now this guy here, Z149, is the child, direct child of of RZ49. But if I do that with all of them over here on this tip of Kent over here, they all point back to that one father, but they should all the ones over here should be the children of the parents of each other until they go back into France, or what today is France, and then down into further in France until they go out into the Iberian Peninsula, which is my particular, area. So let me reset that. So you see what I'm saying, right? Like everything goes back to that one. Like once it's in this little cluster, it's a bit of a fumble what's going on here. But again, maybe I have got something wrong. It just doesn't seem there seems to something could be done about that so that like people like me that want to look at the timeline as it goes. Now, mind you, I'm talking about over here, how it works over here. But if I go again to Ancestral Path, if I go back to Ancestral Path, the path is all laid out, one parent to the next child, and so on, all the way to my most recent haplogroup. But I find that a little bit, I mean, I stumbled a bit when I first, and I was, sort of banging my head on that and thinking, well, what's going on? And I did mention it in a group, in a couple of groups, but it's like the answers, I mean, they gave good answers, but it didn't necessarily, I guess at the end of the day, what do you guys think? I don't know. Anyways, catch you next time.